Welcome to the world of binary options. If you're looking for a reliable way to make money online, this video is definitely for you. Today, we're going to start your journey towards stable income that will literally change your life. Don't waste any time, let's start. Hey guys, this video is dedicated to trading with the RSI indicator, but today we're going to be using the indicator on a whole new level. You're all probably well aware of what kind of an indicator this is and have likely watched tons of videos about it, but this time I'm going to show you how I personally use this indicator the extraordinary way. This indicator can be used for different purposes since it's also an oscillator, but it can be used to find divergence in the chart just as well. Divergence between the oscillator itself and the chart, obviously. In this video, I'm gonna explain what I mean, although I already have a bunch of videos dedicated to analysis and trading with this particular strategy. I believe there's still tons of material and nuances to overview when it comes to this strategy, because obviously it's not for beginners and requires a certain understanding and binary options trading experience. So if you're a beginner, I strongly recommend you. So just watch it and, get familiar with the whole thing. While applying everything we're gonna do today in practice is only recommended to those who have already gained a certain skill at binary options trading. So 3 seconds are left until the last couple of deals close. 2 out of these 3 deals closed in profit and 1 of them lost. So we've got the profit. Let me explain the gist of the strategy now. In the lower part of the screen, we can see the normal RSI indicator with the default period of 14. Our task is to find 2 vertices or 2 successive low values in the chart. Here we've got an uptrend, so we're looking for 2 vertices. We're drawing a line through the peaks, or simply understand there is a rising tendency on the market, but then we take a glance at RSI and see that if we were to draw a line through these same peaks, we would see an opposite situation, a downtrend. That's what divergence is. The chart is rising, the oscillator is falling. Sooner or later, the chart will always go after the oscillator. So we are indeed risking by trading against the trend, but we do what we got to do and catch the corrective retracement that allows us to get the profit. Of course, this isn't a perfect example. I'm gonna try my best to look for more comprehensive deals for you guys to understand it even better. We can work upwards with this strategy just as well. For instance, in this case, we're looking for 2 bottoms in the chart. Here's the first successive low value and here's the second local bottom. We can clearly see the chart is falling, whereas the oscillator is either standing still or rising. Imagine it this way. For instance, it's obvious the last local successive low hasn't been updated. So at this exact moment does divergence occur. And when the second successive low value appears, we're clicking the higher button because the chart will always follow the oscillator. It's like the most obvious example. So these are the 2 kind of deals we're going to be placing today. One is upwards and the other one is downwards. Let's get started and try to make a couple of thousands of dollars today. I hope everything's clear so far. Let's start. So we're getting ready to place in a trade downwards. I guess we can already go ahead and enter the market with the first deal. If it loses, we will bet the rest amount. Well, I mean not the entire left sum. We're just gonna double the deal's amount and try to cover the loss. So what can we see here? There's a rising tendency in the chart. Can't say that about the indicator though. If we draw lines through the peaks in the chart and on the oscillator, we'll notice the exact divergence situation. And as I've already said, the market is always going to follow the oscillator. And since the oscillator displays a downward tendency in this case, as soon as the vertex appears, we'll start trading downwards. Here comes the red candle, so close. So technically the chart formed a vertex. So here's the first peak. Let me show it to you right now. So yeah, here's the first one and the second one, and here's the third vertex. As soon as this peak appears, we place the trade downwards, and is, by the way, closed really great. The price is still floating at the same level or till close that. There's no movement yet, so I'm placing another trade downwards. Today we work with the M1 time frame. Therefore, we do the whole analysis on the 1 minute time frame just as well. I think we can make a few more successful deals and withdraw the net profit. Let's look for such situations. So guys, literally 5 seconds are left until this beautiful fallen red candle settles, and it gets us $460 in net. Overall, the signal worked out quite well. This peak has formed, although the oscillator isn't really moving anywhere. However, the chart is slowly starting to fall. So let's look for the next trading case. So guys, here's another opportunity for us to place a downward trade. This case isn't really obvious though. I would love to find a good example to show you an upward trade, of course. However, it's just that around 80% of deals possible with this particular strategy are downwards for some reason, because most of the time the divergence of the chart and the oscillator occurs through successive high values, peaks, not the lows. Anyway, let's analyze this situation. We're paying attention to the candle's bodies, not the shadows. So we are sure to say the chart is falling if we draw the line through bodies of the candles, not from the shadows, which are down here. Meanwhile, we can see the oscillator has yet to update the last successive low value. The divergence turns out pretty tiny. I'm not even sure whether this can be considered a complete and valid signal. However, we technically did everything right, and this level right here has been updated. The price minimum hasn't, on the other hand. But if we switch to that linear chart type, which is the easiest option, we're gonna see that a downward motion is displayed through this candle's body. But as I've already said, on the oscillator, the successive low right here forms higher than the last one. So technically, it's legit a little divergence just as well. They signal the same signal to buy, and we've made a real nice profit with it. Isn't it wonderful? So guys, I finally found a really nice example of upward divergence. What can we see here? We can see a clear downward motion in the chart since the last price minimum has been updated. Meanwhile, the RSI oscillator finds itself in an uptrend. All this indicates a divergence between the chart and the oscillator. So we can try and place a position upwards. If the deal loses, we will easily cover it. Well, I guess I might just as well place a couple of extra deals right away in order to have higher chances to make a profit off of this case. Although it's still possible for all the 3 trades to close in profit, I suggest we relax and observe the process for now. So my dear friends, so far I'm impressed by the strategy in action. We made a lot of profitable trades in this video, literally a few seconds in, and the last deal closes. The case ended up quite uncertain, but most importantly, we did catch the price upward reaction. I think the market will keep on rising. It simply needs a bit more time. Let's get to withdrawing our profits now. We made a decent sum today, over $2,000, even though it's been literally like 10 or 15 minutes. I leave $2,500 in the account balance. The rest of net profit are to withdrawn. We are entering our payment info, the withdrawal amount, a verification code from our email or mobile app, and click on withdraw. So it's that easy, very quick. So I just see you on my free Telegram channel, on my free trading session. I'll be waiting for you there. All the links are in the description below this video. Good luck to you guys. Bye bye.